afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday to you, and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore, and I just want to apologize straight off the bat. I'm having allergy problems, so if my voice goes out anywhere in the middle of the broadcast, you have been forewarned. But anyway, I hope that everybody is having a great weekend. It is so beautiful outside today. The funny thing is, I can see how beautiful it is from the inside of my house because I haven't even been outside today. It's just been one of those type of days where I've been busy on the inside. But I have periodically looked out the door or checked out of the window to see what's going on. And I can't even tell you what the temperature is outside. I know that's so sad to be inside on such a beautiful day like today. But, I'm always on the move. So when I get the opportunity to stay at home, that's what I do. I stay at home. But, I have been busy throughout this day. And, I haven't been idle, not one bit. And preparing for today's show has been one of the big things that I've been doing today. But, before we go into the show, I want to do what I always do every Saturday. I want to give out some of these URLs. And I want to start with, of course, Spreaker, because that is the app that I use to broadcast my show from. So I'm going to start with that, which is https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. And if you want to like me or follow me on Facebook, please feel free to do so. My Facebook URL is https://Facebook/Vivian E. Moore. And of course, if you want to see what I'm doing on Pinterest or see what I'm doing on Instagram, my Pinterest URL is https://www.pinterest.com/Vivian Moore48. And my Twitter handle is God's Property 46. And of course, my Instagram URL is https://Instagram.com/God's Property 51. And I would love for you to check out my website, and that is on Wix. And so I'm going to give you that URL as well. It is https://VivianMoore.wixsite, and that's WIXSITE.com/author Vivian Moore. And if you would like to send me emails, you can do so. And that is authorvivianemoore@gmail.com. All right. So now that we have all of that out of the way, now we want to get into today's show. The title of the show is Reach Out and Touch. And the topic is building a brand through social media. In the writing world and others that revolve around the elusive sun, we all want to be first in line, or as it relates to popularity, on top of the game. Step into the world of social media. Let me just say that I hold no business or marketing degrees, nor am I a lecturer on the subject, and so no intent to give advice on this level. What qualifies me to give my opinion is that I am a writer and I've sold many books using this method. My mission today is not to tell you how to market, but the importance of doing so and using social media as a tool. We all know how this is one of the most effective ways of building a brand. Our link to the public, a perfect marketing tool if you know how to use it. The more people we can reach out to and gain likes from and followers in the process is a win for us. it's helpful if you reach out and touch those who share a common interest, such as writing or books, and try liking their post or book choices. If they ask for feedback, give it. The more people you have in your corner, the better. You help yourself by helping others. Stay active and in the know. See who others are following and what's hot on the market. Social media is not a gimmick. In fact, it's something most businesses use to advertise their products. Companies that use this medium have a wide advantage over those who choose word of mouth only. Now, word of mouth is still one of the best advertisement tools around, though by today's standards, antiquated. Think of how many more followers you could reach by using the multitude of social media outlets. Instead of telling one person at a time, you could tell thousands just by sending out one comment or one post. Let's use Facebook as an example, mostly because it's been around for years and everyone we know is on there and their friends. Who doesn't like free networking? Especially writers and anyone who has something they want to share with the public. For now, let's ignore the adorable puppy and kitty post, the posts that make you think that the entire world is filterless, and all of those annoying verbiage that pops up on our screens like every few minutes. Even though the majority of those things seem mindless, but they actually catch our attention because they are usually so outrageous. The capturing attention part is what I want you to focus on. This is crucial in building a brand for you. Social media is not only addictive, but also serves a purpose when it comes to marketing and advertising. Firstly, it is inexpensive. In other words, free. And who doesn't like that? And no need to hire an agency to design colorful illustrations or buy space in magazine or newspaper ads when all you need is a little know-how. You don't have to be a genius or have a degree in marketing. Not when the process is super simple, especially writers. This is something we do on a daily basis. We create stories from thin air. How much harder is it to take advantage of what we already have at our disposal? We see videos with millions of views, and some of them we seriously wonder about. Nevertheless, effective. And after one post and many shares, it is how they accomplish this feat. This is how you gain followers. This is how you gain popularity that inadvertently lead to the road of brand building. There are many useful tools within these social sites unwisely overlooked. Why? Well, one reason is we ignore the helpful tips related to branding built right into the programming of these apps, designed to help you use the sites more effectively and efficiently. All you have to do is take a few minutes to read what they are. Who has time for that, you might ask? We take time for everything else. Why not something that will aid us in success? There are many other social media apps at our disposal. Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. These are quite useful when it comes to branding as well. Okay, now Twitter doesn't allow you to use as many characters as the other sites, but it is still useful and effective in advertisement. It really doesn't matter which one you utilize because they all are connected. Now, I love this feature of how you can promote your business on one site and then share it on all the other ones. Now, how amazing is that? I said wonderful and far-reaching as it relates to marketing and social branding. If you are uncertain of how to start or even use social media for advertising, let me suggest Googling this topic. There is no shame in seeking help. After all, this is what I'm trying to do by discussing social media in this blog. We have to learn how to develop a strong media presence by educating ourselves on the subject. There are many suggestions and tips widely available. Knowledge is powerful, but if we fail to use it to our advantage, then we are subjected to failure. Social media is the revolution of marketing on small or non existing budgets. It allows you to interact with the public who are always searching for something new and innovative, something impactful and on a greater scale. People like having options and transparency. What greater way to give them the most and best of both worlds than through social networking? When I advertise perhaps a new project or marketing a book, I write a catchy tagline. Then in the body of the post, I tell them exactly what it's about and provide a picture as well a direct link to the product. In this way, I've given them a choice along with a visual that will help them in making a decision. Now be aware when you use search engines when researching information, because many are advertisements trying to sell you something, but you are drawn to them as they know you would be. The old bait and switch routine, however effective advertisement, but they are tricks to draw you to their businesses. This is the concept of branding, but it goes back to what I said about transparency and honesty. Overall, we want to use social networking to our advantage to build our brand and not misleading behavior. Social media branding has taken the world by storm. With the invention of social networking sites, the possibilities are limitless, and they are designed to bring people together no matter where you are. What better way to grow your business as well your brand through this medium of free networking? Remember, we are not only trying to make a statement, but obtain followers and build a strong foundation for the future and ourselves. All right, guys, that was it. Under 15 minutes. I kept my promise of 30 minutes or less. And I want to continue this process as I continue to do these shows throughout the weeks to come. It is important that, for the listening audience, that I don't overwhelm you with too much information or hold you too long, because I know everyone has things to do on a Saturday. And, being this late in the afternoon, it's time for you to settle down with your families and maybe have dinner or whatever you do on Saturdays. And, and I don't want to keep you from that. But what I do want to do is to give you this useful information and to continue to do this show through this programming to give you these tips on things that are important, especially as a writer and as an author. We need helpful advice on how to let people know who we are and where to find us. And social networking is that way to make those things happen. You have to stay, at the top of your game. You have to be in the know. You have to be relative. And in one way to stay that way is to be on social media. A lot of people use it for the wrong reasons. It's not meant to air your dirty laundry and things of that nature, or to show people being human in a negative way. But what I found most useful about social media is that it allows me to communicate with the public, communicate with my audience, to tell them things that are going on in my life as it relates to my writing and being an author and book sales and things of that nature. I try to share with them whenever, something positive happens. Take for instance, this coming next Saturday, I have been invited, and I may have mentioned this, I can't remember if I did or not because it probably was so long ago. But anyway, I have been invited by the manager of Barnes & Noble here in our city to come and be a part of their spring fling. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be signing books And I don't have the complete itinerary right now, but I do know that much. But I will be getting it soon. But I will be sending out invitations on Facebook for people to come and to support me in this function. I'm so looking forward to doing this. This is my first time ever being a part of this event that they're having at the for the books at Barnes and Noble. So I don't know what to expect fully, but I'm still excited about it. Of course, I'm a little bit nervous. That's normal. But I'm looking forward to being a part of that, and and filming it as I go along, to share my experience to those who may not come out or maybe not available to come out and be part of this event. But two, I want to just talk a little bit about my demographics as far as the show. I wish I had looked at it at my stats to tell you for sure what they are. But I think the last time I checked, I was at probably like 545. So that's pretty doggone good for just doing, now 15 minutes. But before it was probably still less than 30 minutes of airtime. And, and I've been doing this now. I think this is like my 35th show. That I've been doing this since July, I think it was, of last year. So I'm coming upon a milestone here. I'll be a year this July. So I'm just so excited about that I've been doing this show for this long, and I've had these many views. And I know by typical standards, when you have other radio bloggers and radio blogs that are more they have more viewers and listeners than I do, but that doesn't matter. The fact that you are listening to me means the world to me, because I could have been doing this show for this long and not have not even one person to click on the show or listen to the show. So I am so grateful and so thankful for you who took the time out of your day to either listen to the show live or wait till it's been uploaded and then listen to it, or as it goes across the different media sites, the different social media sites, you're checking it out that way too. So I thank you for that, because you are helping me to keep the show alive by participating through listening. And that is one of the most important things when it comes to doing shows like this, because typically, most radio shows or radio blogs are talking about things maybe other than writing. So, I know it's not the most exciting topic that you could listen to, but still, I think it's inspiring and it's uplifting to those who are, just getting out in the writing market, and they're not sure themselves yet. They are writing, but they don't know what to do with it once they finish. So that is the reason why I do this show, because I want to help others. It's my way of giving back. And, and I try to do that any way that I can. I know it's not much, but, it's all I got right now, folks. And, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, I enjoy doing it. I feel blessed by doing it. I get excited when I know it's time to talk about these different things that we discuss on the show each Saturday. And I enjoy writing my scripts. And if you don't listen to the show live, and if you do want to see the transcripts of the show, then you can go to my blog site. It's on Blogger, and all you have to do is type in my name, and it'll take you straight to my blog site. And then you can look at the different transcripts that I've uploaded to my blog site. I do this every Saturday after I finish doing the live show, because I do want you to be a part of it in any way, and to read. That way you don't have to listen. You can just read it if you want to. Exactly, the things that I've talked about on the show, they are there in those transcripts on my blog site. Well, I'm not trying to keep you too much longer, but I do want to say that tomorrow is worship day, and I know I always say this. And so if you don't have a church home, go visit someone else's church. Take a family member with you if you do have a church home, and let them hear the word. Last Sunday, it was just so powerful. We had two young people who, they were already members of the church, but, they had, I don't want to say straight away, but they had, I guess, things that they felt were more important to do in their lives, that they couldn't give God some of their time, but they were truly convicted last week. And maybe before then, God touched their hearts. He put something on their hearts to convict them, the Holy Spirit. And I promise you, oh my gosh, I've never been so effective by someone, who's been so convicted in how they've been living their life, and, want to rededicate it back to God. So, I mean, that touched me and that blessed me, to know that God is moving. He is so real, and he is changing lives, and I mean, just, oh my gosh. So, that's why I always say, take somebody to worship with you, because it's good to fellowship together. I know you can stay at home, you can read your Bible, you can watch programs on television, but it is nothing like fellowshipping with people who are like-minded, and you need that. We do. It's a cleansing. When I go to church, I think of it as going to the doctor, because I'm getting treatments for, whatever my illnesses are, whether they're physical, spiritual, mental, whatever they are, I'm getting fixed. I'm getting help. And so, I think that's what this world needs. But anyway, just do that, as a favor to me. Take somebody to church with you, and, let them hear the word being preached, and tell somebody that you love them. Tomorrow is not promised, and today may be the only day that you get to say that. So, make it a practice. I don't want to say make it a habit, because if it's a habit, then that means that it's not sincere. So make it a practice of telling people that you love them. It's easy to tell a family member that, but tell people that you don't know, people that you sit by in church, people that you work with. Tell them that you love them, because if somebody needs to hear that. If you can't give them a hug, tell them that you love them. And that to me it can change their world. It can change so much to know that somebody loves you, that somebody is feeling something for you. So, I love you, and I hope that you love me back. I hope that you will continue to listen to the show. I hope that I will be able to give you content that is helpful, that's useful. And that is my purpose. And I'm going to pray about it, and then I ask that you pray about it with me. But anyway, this will end our show for today. And again, I love you. God bless you, and goodbye.